Hi, Charles from Southern Indiana. Well, this video is all about these SMY deck lights that I've installed. They look wonderful on my deck, and I'll show you how I did it. Thanks for watching. Well, as you'll find out, we redid this deck. We put in all new deck boards. I used to have two before treated. Now we have regular deck boards on it. Turned out great. When I got halfway through, I decided let's build a pergola. So I built this pergola with 6x6 posts. They were a bear to work with. They're mounted on concrete, on plates, and they are rock solid. We put a metal roof on it, and we've got some shade sail that keeps the sun out, and I ran a bunch of new outlets as well. So it turned out great. And after I was finishing up, I saw a video where somebody was installing these little 1-inch deck lights from SMY, and I thought, I want to do that. I wish I'd thought of that before. And so I bought 2 boxes, about 50 bucks a pop, and some extension cables. And because I didn't think of it ahead of time, it meant I had to go pop a few boards off to drill holes and reach through and run the wiring, but it wasn't that difficult. But I tell people, if you're redoing your deck, now's the time to do it while everything is open. So I have a few more to install, and that's what this video will show you, how I did all the installing. Hope you learned something. Please make sure to do it before you put the boards down if you're building a new deck or refinishing your deck. You can still get it done, but I didn't think ahead. There really wasn't much to doing this job. Of course, I didn't think in advance, so all I had to do was pop a few boards, not all of them, just a few boards, so I could drill and daisy chain the lights, and that's super simple to do. And you just work your way so you're heading to your power outlet, to your electric. And so I have one circuit here, and I just used a regular drill, and I used a 1-inch hole saw. They mentioned a different size Forstner. I would take a piece of wood, like I had extra deck board, and I drilled and made sure that it would fit the way I wanted. And then you don't have to, but I got some clear silicone and put it underneath, on the edge underneath, and then when I pushed it in, it really grabbed it, made it really nice and tight. They're waterproof, that's not the issue. I just wanted them to really stay tight to the wood, and if that didn't work, I would have used some kind of adhesive, but they all look great. And so 2 circuits heading over there to that smart outlet that I control with my app, and I can turn each circuit on separately. I can schedule them separately as well, and then now that I have them on a dimmer, I can control both sets with one remote. Well, we had a busy day yesterday, but in the morning I was able to get these 2 lights installed and 5 more on the edge all along the parking spot. And I'm glad I had 2 boxes of extensions because I needed it, because I had to, as I told you, I had to go all the way down there, plug into the first one, and then come back. And I think I may not have mentioned, the reason is I've got right here one of the Wise outdoor plugs. It's got 2 plugs that actually on the Wise app they function independently, and so I've got one of them plugged into the main set of lights here, and then the second circuit that starts here and then runs to the corner is on a second one. So with the app I can either set a schedule, what time each day can be different, or I can just rely on the sensor that's there. But I'm going to be covering this with wood, so I don't know if that sensor is going to work or not, so I will just schedule it, time it when I want them on and off, and I don't need them on all night. But if we're gone and I want them on when we come back home, or we're coming back from a trip at night, then I'll have them on. And so that's why I'm so focused about coming back to here. I actually need one more extension. It was about 8 inches. The last 2 lights won't reach. I could have cut one of the wires and spliced in a piece, and that would have worked. But I just sort of want to keep everything factory, so I've got a box coming today. So I'll get that all wound up, and then what I'm going to do now is, even though it's all waterproof, all those cables, everything, I'm going to take cable ties and these cable holders and just sort of tidy them up, just group them. I'm not going to put a million of them, but I'm going to start down at the corner, come back this way, and every 3 or 4 feet or farther, I'll just zip tie the cables, the cords together, lift them up, screw them in, and just kind of make it neat underneath there. And so I'm almost done. So here's the box that the dimming controller came in. Comes with a remote, an extra coin battery, a couple of extra
male and female ends with bare wire in case you want to plug it into a voltage regulator, and then the remote on and off, and 100%, 50, 10, and then plus and minus if you want to go in between. And then here is the controller, and what I've got is just plugged into this circuit number 1 of the lights, and then now it goes into the AC plug over there, and it's plugged into that smart plug I've got. And then I did the same thing with the other circuit. So there are, like I said, there are 2 circuits. I can control them independently with that smart controller with the app, and then I can use just one. I can use just one of the remotes to control the dimming on the circuits all together at the same time, which is what I'll do. So that's all there is to it. It's just like plugging in the lights that you already did. Nice and easy, and this is going to make a huge difference. So now I've got the lights at 100%, and I'm going to change nothing on the camera. Now it's 50%, and now 10%. So you can see, I'll go back up, it definitely controls the lighting. And now I'll go from that 100 and just kind of step it down. So you can see I can just bring it down or take it back up. Now it's all the way up to 100%. Let's do 50 again, and then 10. Works great. So if you have these lights, you'll definitely want to get the dimmer. I also noticed that if you set the lights on 50 or 10 or whatever setting, and then you turn the lights off and turn them back on, they come back on at the level that you want, period. So let's say that I'm not in town and I want to leave the lights at 10% and I'm controlling them with my app, then I could set them at 10% when I leave, and then whenever I turn the lights on and off using my app, if I'm in Tennessee or California, they will come back on. I won't be able to change the dimming with this remote because I have to be here, but it's nice to know that I can leave it at the setting and it will come back on. Well, it is a beautiful night here in the middle of July. We're not in the heat streak that we had for a while. It's gorgeous weather for the next few days, and I've already had my shower and I'm tired, but I got to stay up because I'm going to be filming the deck lights that you have now already seen. So the dimmer I know is going to work great, and this is just a fun project, redoing this deck and building the pergola. And in about a month I'm going to be building a 20 by 24 picnic pavilion parking spot for the transit. So I'm excited about that project. Thanks for watching.